next train at platform 2 will be the 9:50 service to Larkhall, calling at Viaduct.
You find me on platform 2 of Argyle Street Station in Glasgow, being fed information by a disembodied automaton.
This train is formed of 6 carriages.
So on that note, let us get the train to Larkhall, our 976th forgotten town.
Larkhall, Lanarkshire, population 14,740, rank number 690.
It's Monday morning and we're in Larkhall. It's about 10:30. Quite a few folks on the platform waiting to get onto the train from which I was alighting. I guess their plan was to head up to town for the day. I've got better ideas. You left me last time in a private hire vehicle heading at modest speed towards Glasgow, with the prospect of an evening in the city ahead of me, and indeed what turned out to be a rather windswept and bedraggled Sunday, as yesterday's preacher at the cathedral may have put it. 6 days shalt thou labour, but on the Sabbath thou shalt not visit any forgotten towns. But it's back in earnest to our work today.
I'll have the full breakfast, please, and tea.
Milk with it, cheese?
Yes, please.
And how would you like your eggs?
Scrambled?
Scrambled?
Yeah.
Any extras at all?
That'll be plenty, I think. Cheers.
We have checked into the Laverockha cafe, which, besides a disappointing penchant for slightly loud, bland country music, seems a notch or two up from your average greasy spoon. Had the mood taken me, I could have had eggs Florentine or maybe even smashed avocado. But frankly, that's not what I'm looking forward to when I come to Scotland. No, if there's no black pudding or haggis on my plate, I might as well have stayed down south. But whilst we wait for the kitchen to weave its magic, it is also worth pointing out that the name of the establishment harks back to the toponymic origins of the town, which originally was Laverockha, derived from Laverock, meaning skylark, and ha, a ball.
Full Laverockha with scrambled eggs.
Fantastic.
There we go. Would you like any sauce?
Yeah, have you got any brown sauce?
Here we are.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
And whilst my contemporary self loads up on calories, future studio me can give you a whistle-stop history and geography lesson. Larkhall is less than 20 miles southeast of Glasgow, well connected to it and indirectly Edinburgh by motorway and by train. However, the latter did endure a 40-year hiatus up to 2005 when the current station opened. However, that is now a terminus, making the Morgan Glen Viaduct at 175 feet, Scotland's tallest, somewhat redundant and, at time of going to press, completely shut. Come on, Lanarkshire. Turn it into a cycle path, or even reopen the railway. It's a waste of your historic engineering prowess. And talking of wasted prowess, the mines, textile mills, and ironworks have all shut down too, which is presumably why the cafe is quite so full on a Monday morning.
How was your breakfast this morning?
Delicious, thank you.
Walking back in the direction of the railway station, we find Larkhall Parish Church, a large and imposing building as one might expect in a town such as this with a dominant Protestant population. Very elegant polished station opposite the railway station, built in Scots baronial style somewhere around the turn of the 20th century. Unlike some such buildings you find elsewhere, still seems to be fully functioning as a base for His Majesty's Constabulary. However, it is at this point that I must say farewell to Larkhall. It's been a brief sojourn, but not an unpleasant one.
I've been through on a ScotRail train. There were